Jackie was the only son of a poor man named Carty. He was studying at a private school due to which his father worked very hard to pay his school fee. One day on his way to school, he slipped and fell on the ground, because of which he became dirty. The teacher scolded him for not taking care of his hygiene, but a female teacher arrives on the scene and cleans him while asking about his parents. He tells the teacher that his mother died a long time ago and his father works on a construction site, so no one can bring him to school. The teacher took pity on him and tells him that she would like to meet his father. Dicky happily says thanks to the teacher and goes to the class. During the class, the teacher asks everyone what they want to be in their life. Some students say that they want to become doctor and some say that they want to become artist. But when it's Ducky's turn, he says that being rich or poor means nothing to me. If you have a good nature, people will still respect you. Everyone makes fun of him. Later in the lunch hour, a naughty student named Johnny buys an expensive robot. All the students were watching this robot. Jackie also comes forward to see the robot, but Johnny moves him away, saying that you are poor, so you cannot touch it. Johnny makes fun of a fat girl who was very powerful, but Jackie stops him, saying that you should not bully a woman. The girl leaves the cafeteria while weeping. Later in the sports period, Dicky was punished for not wearing new sneakers. The fat girl also comes there and they become good friends. On the other side, Dicky's father is working very hard, but due to the hot weather, he could not do his work well. The owner asked him to leave, but he says that I will work because I want to buy an electric fan for my son. He buys a used fan and at night he brings it home. Dick is very excited and happy to see it, but unfortunately it did not work and they were forced to spend the night again in hot weather. They kill the insects on the wall and play together because they have no one in this world except for each other. The next day, they see on the news that something strange has been seen in the sky. Few people say that it is a flying thing. While his father is watching the news, Dicky goes inside the mall and sees a toy CJ1 that his classmate Johnny has, but his father could not buy that toy for him because he has no money. Dicky insists on buying that toy, due to which his father beats him. He starts crying and goes out of the mall. When his father comes out, he sees that Becky's teacher is consoling him. She tells him to listen to your dad and do whatever he says because he gives you whatever he has. At night, Becky's father goes to a junkyard where he can find something useful like a toy for his son. While he is finding it, a white flying object flies behind him and a TV placed. It turns on automatically. There he sees a green balloon and brings it home as an apology gift for his son. He tries to talk to Ducky, but Ducky was angry at him. He refused to accept it because he remembered his small insult. But when his dad goes to work in the night shift, he immediately starts finding that toy. He wanted to see what his father has brought for him. He finally finds that toy and it was a green ball. The next day, when he goes to school, he shows that green ball toy to his friends. But Johnny's friends start making fun of him, saying that his father bought this useless toy from a junkyard. Ricky becomes angry and gets ready to fight with them. To his surprise, Johnny's blows a whistle and calls a powerful boy to beat Ducky and for a lollipop. But Ducky was just like an ant in front of that muscular boy. He knows that he cannot fight with him. That's why he tries to be friendly and shake hands with him. Powerful boy threw his flower as they shake hands. When his father sees him in ragged clothes, he instantly realizes that Ducky must have fought with someone. He says to him that he would not fight with anyone now. Then he asks him a reason for the fight. He tells him that his friends made fun of him while he is holding the green ball. He feels like there is something in the toy and he is seeing it repeatedly. He had no idea what this strange thing was or why it was happening. He assumed that maybe there is a ghost in it. He is scared and starts yelling at midnight. His father becomes furious and irritated by his behavior, so he locks him in the cupboard. While Ducky in the cupboard, he sees that the ball is shining in the darkness. It emits pink light This light transports him to the sky, where he noticed that the green ball has transformed into a white creature. After some time, his father takes him out of the cupboard. He says to his father, "I will be a good kid now and will not tease you." His father leaves for his work. He starts observing the small creature which comes out of the cupboard. He finds the little alien dog cute and names him CJ7. The dog develops feelings for Ducky and begins to guard him as his honor. They play together at night. CJ7 changes the router apple for freshman, due to which Ducky thinks that his alien dog has magical power and he can become rich now. The next day, he goes to school with CJ7 and they encounter another dog on their way. Just as the dog was about to attack Ducky, his alien dog comes forward and attacks the other dog, saving Ducky from danger. Ducky becomes very happy when he realizes that CJ7 has superpower and he can solve all problems of life. Today was Ducky's exam, but did not study for it as he was playing with CJ7 all night. He goes to the washroom and asks his alien dog to help him in exam. During this, CJ7 starts working to find a solution and make powerful glasses for Ducky, which he wears in the exam room. When his teacher asks him about glasses, he says that his eyes are hurt. During the paper, he wears the glasses, but someone changed mechanical files come out of it. They fly over all of the other students' papers while spreading throughout the classroom and tell Ducky the correct answer. The next day, when the results come out, teacher was surprised by Ducky's extraordinary performance. For the first time, he got a full 100. He became very happy. His teacher is curious about how he can get good marks, so he inspects him and asks him to give him glasses. But when he throws the glasses at the teacher, they explode like a mini bomb and make the teacher's face black. After it, Ducky again asks for help from CJ7 for a physical test. This time, he gives him a special and magical pair of shoes. After wearing it, he jumps so high that he breaks the record of the other student. When it comes to running, he runs so fast that he breaks the machine. When it comes to swimming, he swims the fastest and beats the other. He was surprising all of his teachers with magical tricks. Everyone was trying to hold him. He was so fast that they would not minute him. When his power were taking him high in the sky, he suddenly realized that it was just a dream. He opens his eyes and notices the presence of CJ7. He becomes very happy and excited, thinking that all his dreams will come true now. As for his dream, when he is going to school, a dog comes in front of him. He thinks that his alien friend would beat the dog, but nothing goes as planned in his dream. Instead, his alien friend got crushed by the other dog. He becomes very sad when he sees CJ7 injured, and both of them arrive at school in a fearful condition. As he saw in his dream, today was Ducky's paper in real life, and he asked CJ7 for help again. He asked him for magical glasses which will tell Ducky all the answers in the test so he can pass the good score in exam. Here again, nothing goes his hand, and his alien friend gives him 30 things instead of magical glasses. He keeps holding that 50 things in the exam hall, thinking that it might help him, but nothing happens and he fails the test. He gives the punishment to CJ7 because it did not help him pass the exam. When his turn for the physical test comes, he again asks his alien dog for help. He had a little hope that maybe CJ7 would give him a pair of magical shoes that would help him in the test. But again, all his hopes were in vain. This time, CJ7 gives Ducky another 50 things and he becomes covered in dirt. His teachers insult him and ask the gardeners to wash him. Everyone was making fun of him. He feels embarrassed and ashamed, which is why he puts CJ7 in the garbage can. But when he was returning home, he realized that his alien friend had never promised to help him. He thought all of this by himself. He admitted his mistake, but when he returns to retrieve CJ7 from the track, the garbage can have already been taken by the garbage truck. He struck it and walks for the factory lot, where Ducky tells him that he got this alien dog from the flying box. And at night, when Ducky and his father sleep, CJ7 appears the fan with his magical power. After charging the fan, CJ7's energy level drops, due to which he is sleepy in the morning. Then, the next day, when Ducky is going to school, when he comes in his way and tries to take TJ7 from him. Johnny's friends are also trying to take away TJ7 while Ducky is constantly trying to save him. They want to check his toy with tools, but Ducky stops him and they start fighting. When Johnny is trying to hit Ducky, his powerful friend comes to save him, but a big fight starts between the powerful bad girl and the boy, and the powerful girl wins the fight. At the same time, their teachers arrive and he punished all of them. When they were standing in punishment, TJ7 ran to Ducky and everyone they was shocked to see the lovely relationship between boy and human. All of them become good friends with Ducky, and the fight and the bad girl also joins the judo team of the powerful boy. On the other side, Ducky's father tells everyone that his son got full marks in his exams, but the owner tells him that your son cheated on you. He has made 0 out of 100 by himself. His father doesn't believe his master and fight with him. He was fired from his job as a result of this fight. When he returns home, he asks Ducky about the exam pass. He accepts his mistake and tells him that he did not want to disappoint him, so he returned a 0 into 100. His father is enraged by his response and tells him about the sacrifices he must make in order to pay his school fee. He tells him that he did not study hard and that is why they are poor. Then he snatches TJ7 from Ducky as a punishment, but Ducky becomes furious and tells his father to go away from his life. His father responds that he will leave for sure, but only if he scores more than 60 on the upcoming test. Ducky forgets his lunch, so his father goes to his school to deliver the box, but there he meets with Ducky's teacher. He tells him that he will be very happy when Ducky gets good marks in his exam, for which his father says he is very thankful for how much he cares for his son. Then his dad goes back to his work site where he apologizes to his boss mistake and tells him that your son will definitely become a businessman one day. He also gives him money to buy candy and gift for his son. Later during the day, he is very happy and trusts that one day his son will be a big businessman. On the other side, Ducky studies hard and successfully gets 65 marks in his exam. Ducky was excited that he would get his TJ7 back and that his father would go away from his life. But when his father is working and a big tent falls on him, causing injuries, he was immediately taken to the hospital, but Ducky did not know what happened to his father. He was depressed and sad in the hospital, but when his teacher comes and tells him that his father is no more, he becomes very sad and emotional, saying that his dad will be back. When he wakes up and cries all night, TJ7 was in back of his father, and when it saw him feeling lifeless, he decided to bring him back using its magical power. It used all of its superpower to heal Ducky's father, and the next day when Ducky wakes up, he sees that his father is sleeping with him. He becomes very happy and promises him that he will never leave his side, but all of TJ7's ability were lost. Ducky attempts to rouse it and get it to function once more, but nothing happened. Then he always has a space companion with him. Everything in his life is now collected, and he believes that one day it will work once more. Around him, everyone is joyful. Then one day he noticed a spaceship in the sky, and as a result, his alien friend begins to come back to life, and he noticed a large number of TJ7s approaching him. This means the movie's happy ending.